2014. If you could please be seated. And if we could all recognize Jack Anderson for his wonderful playing of the professional theater. Good evening. I am Ann Peck, the principal of LGMS, and the class of 2014 welcomes each of you to our Lake Geneva Joint 1 promotion ceremony. At this time, audience, if you could please silence all cell phones and any other electronic devices that you may have. Because of the formality of this event, we ask that you refrain from talking to those around you and allow everyone to enjoy the ceremony without distractions. We are taping this ceremony and we will be having this ceremony available on a DVD. I would like to personally extend a warm welcome to friends and family members of our 8th grade students. In addition, we welcome our special guest, Dr. Godinger, Superintendent, members of our Joint 1 Board of Education, Mrs. B. Dale, Mrs. Barbara Dinan, Mrs. Marcy Coleman, and Mr. Joe Spiegelhoff. We gather this evening to recognize the hard work and dedication of the students you see before you. Unfortunately, we lost one of our 8th grade students this year, Seth Milbacher. In the words of his homeroom teacher, Julia Lightbody, Seth was a bright and charismatic soul who captivated his teachers and peers with his personality and laughter. Seth and his families are in our thoughts this evening, and we thank Tim Osnatch and his family for donating an American flag pin for the students and staff to wear this evening in his memory. Tonight is about celebrating, and to open our celebration this evening, I would ask Olivia Dunham, President of our Student Council, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and welcome you on behalf of the class of 2014.
Hello everyone, I'm Olivia Dunham, the Student Council President. First, I would like to congratulate the class of 2018. Thank you to all the great teachers, support from parents and guardians, and for everyone working so hard. Remember, classmates, your parents are very proud of you. This would be an opportune time to ask them to slip you a 20. Lots of people have been asking me about going to high school and leaving middle school. From the great words of Louisa from The Sound of Music, I'm glad to go, I cannot tell a lie. Through this rough patch called middle school, many students make mistakes. We will make even more mistakes in high school. It will be what we do with those mistakes that changes us. If we go break our arm, we learn not to pet the neighbor's dog. Not learning is going to pet the dog again. These high school mistakes are what shape our character for the future. Some mistakes will be harder to walk away from, but we will always move on. While making these mistakes, many of us realize something. No one, not even me or all of you, are perfect. Along with mistakes, we have flaws. Once we realize these, don't fix them, make them right. Work with them until you are your best you, not your perfect you. Realizing the flaw is what matters because no one can be perfect. I can guarantee you at some point in your life, someone will ask you, what do you want to be when you get older? Or, what will you major in college? I barely figured out what to wear today. How am I going to map out my whole future? Many of us graduating don't know what we want to be yet. If we have an idea, it is probably going to change in high school. After high school, many of us will have a pretty good idea of what we want to be. Do you know what led us there? The mistakes we made. In the next 4 years, we will get a better grasp of who we are and what we want to be because of that. I ask all of you to remember this throughout high school and the rest of your life. Live life with a giving heart, a happy smile, future and past mistakes, and flaws that make you human. This being our last day of middle school, forget your mistakes, it's time to make new ones. DFTBA.
Thank you, Olivia, for your thoughts. I will admit that I needed to ask Olivia, what does DFTBA mean? And I was feeling a little bit nervous when I asked her what that might mean. And so for those of us that we don't know what it means, DFTBA means don't forget to be awesome. So what a great way to end your speech, Olivia. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. James Gottinger, who will share his thoughts with the class of 2014.
Thank you very much for that warm welcome. And Olivia, that was a great speech that you gave. I've heard you give a couple of those, and there's a reason why you're the student council president. You do and have done a great job with that. I did have some words and thoughts to share with you, but after hearing Olivia, I thought I would just sing a couple of tunes from The Sound of Music because I know a lot of those. So. Just kidding. Congratulations, class of 2014. You're a great class. I don't know if you know this year's 8th grade and next year's class, they're not only really great achievers as you have been in the classroom in extracurricular activities, you also are very large. You've pushed this school to its limits of capacity, and I certainly hope that not only capacity will go to Badger High School, but the accomplishments that you have, you continue those as the class of 2014 becomes the class of 2018 at Badger High School. You are a product, as Olivia mentioned, of your parents and the family members who are here tonight and how they've helped you through that process. And I appreciate your efforts as a superintendent in making these students successful, making your children successful, and appreciate your efforts in that. I hope tonight, while you ask for the $20 bill, you also say thank you to your parents for all that they've done for you. Also, I did a nice job, Mrs. Hack, of introducing our school board members tonight. We have some great programs, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm a little biased, that are offered to our students here in the Lake Geneva schools, the elementary district and the high school district. And that comes through the work of the board members who are here tonight, and Mr. Franzine, who is not here tonight. There are 5 board members. They approve all of these programs that our students have. I get to carry those out, which is a good and easy part of the task there. So thank you for your work. And I also want to thank Mrs. Heck this year. We all know, if you don't know, that she has had terrific health concerns. She has worked through those and is sitting here tonight to present the class of 2014 to you for their diploma. And I appreciate her efforts in the face of adversity. Lots of lessons for everybody in this room to learn from Mrs. Heck this year. Thank you for your work. I'm not going to sing, but I do have a couple of words to say, and they'll be pretty much brief, and I think you'll appreciate that too. If I have a message to the class of 2014, I'm going to start with the vocabulary lesson that your language arts teachers have provided you, and that's that I ask that you take the I can't out of your vocabulary. This is a very debilitating term for all of you, and none of you need to have that. So as you move forward to be a success in high school and beyond, you can take the I can't out of the vocabulary. And then I recommend 3 important steps to remember to be success. First is there are no shortcuts. The 6-pack abs in 3 weeks is not a reality. There are no shortcuts to your success. Anything worth doing is hard and takes lots of work. So put your head to the grindstone a little bit, do the work that's required to be successful in what you do in the future. Second piece of advice, and there's 3, make and keep good friends. There's nothing that happens more in middle school except those relationships that you've built with the students that are sitting next to you and in this crowd here today. Make and keep good friends. Personal relationships with people you trust are very, very important. Because what happens down the road here is you will have people that will tell you you can't. But your good friends, the ones that you count on and can trust, they will tell you you can. Stick with those people. And then last but not least, do what you love. Passion for whatever you have, you need to follow those passions, those interests that you have. I know all of you have a passion for math. Mrs. Martinez and Mr. Zorn have built that into you. So follow that light. Mrs. Crean, I'm sorry I missed it. Didn't mean to do that. It's music, if it's whatever it is, follow that passion. If you follow the things that you really like and love to do, you will never work a day in your life. It will all be going and having a really good time. I congratulate the class of 2014. Your accomplishments have been great. With that, the field gets kind of level now. You all have the same gown on. You're going to go to Badger High School. You were a straight A student. Kind of have to start that over again. If you weren't maybe such a good student, you guess what? You get to start over again. I hope you'll take advantage of all the opportunities that are over there. If you've been successful here, you've set the pattern for yourself. Continue in that mode. If it has been a little tough, it's a new start. Take advantage of that. Congratulations, class of 2014. Wish you nothing but success, and I expect you to be the best graduating class at Badger High School ever had in 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Geiner. And I can tell you that from what I know of this class, which I know pretty well, they are definitely a can-do group. On an evening such as this, it is appropriate that we devote a portion of the program to recognize those students who have excelled during their time at Lake Geneva Middle School. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Colin Nugent, our assistant principal, who will introduce the recipients of the 2014 Leadership and Citizenship Awards. These awards, along with the Academic Excellence Awards, were handed out on Tuesday at our awards assembly. Mr. Nugent?
Thank you. The Leadership Award is based on the following criteria. The student demonstrates leadership skills in and out of the classroom at school and at school activities. The student influences others in a positive role, be a positive role model, and gives time and effort to those around him or her. Shows courtesy to others and guides others to be better citizens. The following students were recognized by 6 or more of their teachers. Students, please stand when I call your name. Audience, please hold the applause until all the names are called. Angelo Camilleri. Connor Duggan. Olivia Dunham. Brady Fields. Tanner Fields. Molly Nibbler. Sarah Kelly. Bo Ledoux. Max Flipson. And Emma Powell. Congratulations. The Citizenship Award is based on the following criteria. The students cooperate willingly with school regulations in regard to property, books, attendance, halls, lockers, and general school rules. The student contributes ideas which improve the situation and shows initiative to his or her studies. The student has high standards regarding honesty, reliability, fairness, and tolerance. The students these following students were recognized by 6 or more of their staff members. Students, again, please rise when I call your name, and audience, please hold your applause till all the names are called. Taylor Craig. Erica Chesnica. Gustavo Gordillo. Nicole Mercer. Lily Regalia. Sarah Siciliano. Bailey Feeney. Anthony Colton. Brady Fields. Adeline McCarran. Karen, excuse me. Emma Powell. Jaden Shannon. Ava Thompson. Liliana Yakuba. Congratulations. Finally, we'd like to recognize the students that had perfect attendance for all 3 years at LGMS. This is quite a feat. Would the following students please stand up and be recognized? Tierra Hollenquist, Jose Manriquez, Ryan Segermark, Dakota Sturgeon, and Bailey Keating. Congratulations. At this time, all of our chorus, orchestra, and band members, please report to their performance areas. The chorus will perform under the direction of Mrs. Amy Swanson, orchestra under the direction of Miss Lauren Zimlica, and the band under the direction of Mr. James Gorner.
orchestra and chorus members for sharing your talents with us this evening. Audience, if we could give them another round of applause, please. I would also like to extend our appreciation to Mrs. Barrett for her accompaniment. I think she's still sitting over there. Next, I would like to introduce the recipients of the Lake Geneva Middle School Academic Excellence Awards. These students have maintained a 3.9 or higher GPA for all 3 of their middle school years. In addition to the pin or medal they wear tonight, their names will also be engraved onto a plaque to hang in the main hall of LGMS. They are joining an elite group of students who represent the finest of academic achievement. Students, if you could please stand when your name is called, and then audience, please hold your applause until all names are called. The following students have received a 3.9 for all 3 of their LGMS years. Shannon Boyle, Genevieve Cervantes, Carlos Chavez Soto, Erica Chinitka, Lucy DeVito, Olivia Dunham, Alexander Evans, Bethany Folks, Tessa Fredrickson, Brendan Helsing, Amanda Keel, Ava Mannion, Adeline McCarron, Peter Mary, Marissa Nurnberg, Sarah Pison, Emma Powell, Lily Regalia, Yamina Rodriguez, Jaden Shaneman, Drew Schneering, Samuel Spendy, Lenora Thompson, Bailey Teedy, Elizabeth Wall, Christina Wohler, and Leanna Yakuba. The following students have received a 4.0 for their entire time at LGMS. Flor Alriano, Nicholas Offmuth, Jacqueline Carper, Connor Duggan, Brady Fields, Tanner Fields, Adam Gallagher, Charlie Giese, Caitlin Guest, Carson Gunlock, Molly Hibbler, Chloe Kleeman, Bo Ledoux, Kylie Mulholland, Max Whitson, Madison Smith, Ava Thompson, and Christian Weinrock. It is now my honor to introduce Mrs. Barbara Dyden, member of the Lake Geneva Joint 1 School District Board of Education, to present the prestigious Fuller Hotel Award. Mrs. Dyden.
Thank you, Mrs. Heck, and thank you for all that you do for the Lake Geneva Middle School. To the class of 2014, I know I speak for the school board and all present when I extend our best wishes to you. This ceremony is a milestone. As you go forward, accept challenges, make wise choices, and do your best. 2 weeks ago, a very prominent American died. Her name is Maya Angelou, and she was an extraordinary writer, philosopher, and human being. She had much to say about us, about getting along with one another. She said, and I quote, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Good luck. Congratulations. And be kind to one another. The Fuller Hotel Award. This year's recipient of the Fuller Hotel Award is a fine representative of the class of 2014. This award is presented in memory of Fuller Hotel, who served on the Board of Education for 32 years. 1941 to 1973. The student receiving this award has shown outstanding citizenship, scholarship, and community service. In addition to these activities, the recipient has accumulated an impressive academic record, having received only a few grades less than an A throughout the 3 years of middle school. On behalf of the Board of Education and the staff of the Lake Geneva Middle School, it is my honor to present the prestigious Fuller Boutel Award to Connor Duggan.
Thank you, Mrs. Diamond, and congratulations, Connor. It is truly an honor to be recognized for such a prestigious award, and it is very well deserved. At this time, it is my privilege as principal of Lake Geneva Middle School in the Lake Geneva Joint 1 School District to present the class of 2014 to the Board of Education for the receipt of their promotion certificates. I take this action knowing that they have fulfilled the requirements necessary for this honor and are now eligible to proceed with their academic and educational endeavors into the 9th grade. To assist in this presentation, the 8th grade teachers will read the class roll.
Vanya Vasquez. Madeline Landerman. Justin Mooney. Tiara Hollenquist. Leah Beck. Ashley Geith. Sage Redens. Andres Montoya. Madison Smith. Nick Ogden. Justin Stocks. Adeline McCarran. Juliana Newland. Taylor Caldwell. Geneva Stone. Gabrielle Christou. Jimena Morales. Drew Schneering. Kevin Lowe's. Carson Barnes. Ashlyn Babowski. Lane Larson. Bryn Rohde. Jaden Perkins. Michael Sanders. And Charlie Thompson.
Yamina Rodriguez. Carmelo Soto. Cheyenne Gravely. Jamie Carlson. Thomas Barton. Isabel Ovalle. Dylan Garcia. Yvette Zarate. Martine Jaramillo. Abigail Klein. Dylan Dickman. Isaac Perez. Evelyn Cordova. Alyssa McGill. Victor Yapiz. Jessica Escobar. Megan Schneider. And Bethany Folks.
Carlos Chavez Soto. Peter Mary. Sarah Siciliano. Christian Wyra. Ryan Sagermark. Kaylee Lutz. Colin Jackson. Morgan Donahue. Connor Duggan. Shannon Boyle. Anthony Culleton. Becky White. Liana Yakuba. Leonora Thompson. And Michael Merritt.
Gilberto Tapia. Alexis Walters. Mario Monroe. Emerson Cunha. Miranda King. Dakota Dutcher Eisenhardt. Carson Bemna. Matt Kretsch. Emily Mulholland. Alejandro Roble. Christine Watkey. Madison Wolf. Ashley Rudolph. Lily Regalia. Marietta DeVito. And Danielle Brown.
David Stefaniak. Dustin Bass. Emily Cocroft. Lucas Gardner. Stephen Krause. Megan Wright. Eric Robles. Sarah Kelly. Lauren Humphreys. Marissa Coxa. And Max Whipson.
John Hendricks.
Kayla Baugh. Austin Flower. Jennifer Clary. Lisa Seisel. Jordan Aranda. Jaya Gedrick. Angelo Camilleri. Cody Grindle. Levi Cron. Jeffrey Pipes. Bailey Teeding. And Lexi Lannis. Marissa Nurnberg. Miranda McMurshison. Joshua Healy. Angelica Butita. Ava Thompson. Seth Murphy. Alex Lynn. Jose Manriquez. Autumn Neal. Adriana Sanchez. David Torres. Brendan Helsing. And Jacqueline Reyes.
Jeremy Graylick. Alexis Todd. Miranda Riley. Jack Anderson. Jocelyn Chavez. Alfredo Rivera. Michelle Martinez. Emily Kratz. Amanda Keel. Ava Mannion. Moises Solana. Kylie Staus. And Adam Gallagher.
Lucy DeVito. Alex Evans. Lincoln Zweig. Piper Radke. Austin Pease. Grace Derrick. Hunter Schwartz. Elizabeth Wall. Gustavo Gordillo. Harry Cicero. Megan Karras. Josh Garcia. Maria Valadez. Addison Vanderkar. Lucas Hand. And Billy Swan.
Caitlin Guest. Colby Curtis. Dorian Boyd. Susie Lopez. Jaden Shaman. Hannah Ackley. Andrew Hillary. Flor Arellano. Carson Hilliard. Tessa Fredrickson. Haley Chavez. Jessica Miranda Bustos. And Nicole Mercer.
Chase Dieter. Edgar Hernandez. Samuel Spendy. Mariah Escobar. Chloe Kleeman. Blake Lynn. Adrian Rainey. Brian Chavez. Nate Fisher. Noah Rahalik. Chandler Sertzel. Dawson Comer. Taylor Craig. Jalen Woods. And Dakota Sturgeon.
Charlie Easy. Luis Burmeister. Bethany Brown. Courtney Holman. Chad Walker. Sorry about that. Not perfect. Courtney Owens. Juan Luna Romero. Molly Edler. Russell Johnson. Ashley York. Sarah Kaisan. Elizabeth Galloway. Kylie Mulhall. Shane Robinson. Wesley Sante. And Thomas Moran.
Monica Chesnicott. Ashley Shea. Nick Steffen. Jordan Ziegler. Jasmine Martinez. Romel Mitchell. Nathan Worth. Edgar Gonzalez. Francesca Patrick. Cheyenne Seneca. Jessica Walkie. Lainey Tapia. Lindsay Bland, and Emma Powell.
Haley Domsky, Timothy Heline, Tanner Fields, William Keller III, Jose Barajas, Alejandra Cerna, Haley Perry, Emmanuel Macias, Timothy Osnatch, Caitlin Halpin, Victoria Weinberg, Maureen Southworth, Kayla Pike, and Olivia Dunham.
Nico Stefani. Gonzalo Aranda. Mark Lisney. Brian Escobar. Omar Porras. Brady Fields. Peyton Aranda. Jordan Coling. Genevieve Cervantes. Christina Wohler. Cecilia Morrow. And Lizette Calixto.
Students, if we could give the whole audience a major applause because they did a great job. At this time, I just have a couple of things to say that I don't script out here. And every year I reflect on the class that's seated before me. And this year, every time I thought about this class, the word that kept coming into my mind over and over again was the word kind. And as Dr. Geithner alluded to, I've had some health challenges. When somebody says you have cancer, it does change your life forever. And so this group of students, along with the other students here, made my year very special in the fact that they cared and they were kind. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. I look forward to what you guys are going to do in the next 4 years and then what you are going to do as adults, because I know that you are going to do great, great things. And if someday you have to be the one taking care of me or my children, I'm good with that. You see before you a group of young people ready to head to their next academic challenge, high school. They have not gotten to this point by themselves, however. It is only through the dedication and hard work of parents, relatives, teachers, and community members that these students have been able to achieve this level of accomplishment. To conclude our program, Brendan Helsing will play as the class of 2014 recesses. We ask that all audience members stay in your seats until the class has completely exited. Thank you for sharing in our celebration this evening, and on behalf of the Lake Geneva Middle School staff and all those present, we extend our best wishes to the class of 2014. Will the class of 2014 be
Ladies